Welcome dear students to the lecture number 4 of the important organic conversions, and the organic conversions that we are going to discuss in this lecture, they belong to the chapter of the aldehydes and ketones. Now we are going to discuss these 12 different organic conversions which are very important as far as the examination point of view is concerned. Now my dear students, let's start from the first one, that is how can you convert acetone to tertiary butyl alcohol. That is very simple. That acetone will be made to react with methyl magnesium bromide in the presence of ether. When ketones react with the Grignard reagent, tertiary alcohols are produced. Now this acetone has 3 carbons and 1 carbon will be obtained from the Grignard reagent, and a tertiary alcohol of the 4 carbon atoms will be produced, which will be the tertiary butyl alcohol. But when acetone will react with this Grignard reagent in the presence of ether, first of all an intermediate product is formed, and then that intermediate product is acid hydrolyzed to the final tertiary alcohol. So that will be in the second step H2O and H positive. It shows that it will be acid hydrolyzed, and then it will be converted to this tertiary butyl alcohol. So this one is a very simple conversion. Second is how can you convert propanol to 1-propanol. So that is again very simple. This one is propanol, and when this propanol will be reduced in the presence of NaBH4, which is a selective reducing agent that reduces only aldehydes and ketone, one hydrogen will move to that oxygen, one hydrogen to that carbon, so it will be changed to CH3, CH2, CH2. This was CH, one hydrogen is added, it will become CH2, and one hydrogen to the oxygen is given, so that will be OH. And in this way the propanol will be converted to 1-propanol simply in a single step through reduction. Then how can you convert ethanol into propanol? My dear students, first of all, this ethanol, which is acetaldehyde, that will be oxidized in the presence of K2Cr2O7 and H2SO4, and that will be converted to acetic acid, and then acetic acid will react with calcium hydroxide, and it will form calcium acetate and water, and then this calcium acetate is dry distilled, and after the loss of calcium carbonate, that will be changed to the acetone or propanone. So this conversion is a 3-step conversion in which acetaldehyde is first converted to acetic acid, then acetic acid to calcium acetate, and then calcium acetate after dry distillation is changed to the acetone. Now let us move towards the conversion number 4. Conversion number 4 is how can you convert propanon to propanol. That is very simple. Propanon is actually a IUPAC name of acetone. So this acetone is reduced in the presence of NaBH4, which is a selective reducing agent. Again, one hydrogen to oxygen and one hydrogen to carbon, CH3, CH, CH3 and OH. So after reduction, this propanone is changed to the 2-propanol, which is a secondary alcohol, and you know that the ketones are reduced to the secondary alcohols. Now how can you convert methanol into ethanol? So first of all, methanol is made to react with methyl magnesium bromide. First, in the presence of ether, an intermediate will be formed, and then that will be acid hydrolyzed. And that will, after acid hydrolysis, it will be changed to ethanol, which is a primary alcohol, because one carbon is from methanol and one carbon from this Grignard reagent, so you will get a primary alcohol of the 2 carbon atoms. Now this ethanol is oxidized, and dear students, K2Cr27 acidified, that is used to oxidize the ethanol, and after oxidation the ethanol is changed to ethanol. So in this way the methanol is finally changed to the ethanol. So that was conversion number 5. Now ethanol to 2-propanol, conversion number 6. Ethanol is made to react with the methyl magnesium bromide. Again, first, in the presence of ether, an intermediate will be formed, and that intermediate is then acid hydrolyzed. My dear students, do you remember that aldehydes other than formaldehyde, when they react with the Grignard reagent, they form secondary alcohol, and this ethanol is having 2 carbon atom while the Grignard reagent is having 1 carbon atom. So a secondary alcohol will be formed which will be having total of the 3 carbon atoms, and that secondary alcohol will be 2-propanol. So in this way you will get 2-propanol from the ethanol. Now how can you convert ethine into ethanol, the conversion number 7? Dear students, it is very simple, that ethine is hydrated in the presence of H2SO4 and HgSO4. And dear students, that ethine is first changed to vinyl alcohol, which is an unstable alcohol, and that unstable alcohol after rearrangement is changed to its tautomer, which is ethanol. So in this way ethine is changed to the ethanol. That was the conversion number 7. Now how can you convert it is ethene to ethanol? So first of all, ethene is hydrated in the presence of 10% H2SO4 and mercuric sulfate, and that ethene will be changed to ethanol, and then ethanol is oxidized in the presence of K2Cr27 and H2SO4, and that is changed to ethanol now. So in this way ethene can be changed to the ethanol. Now how can you convert number 9, ethanol to ethanol? This was number 8. Ethanol mean acetaldehyde that is simply reduced in the presence of NaBH4 and it is changed to ethanol after reduction. So that is very simple. How can you convert ethanol into ethanol? Now ethanol to 2-butanone. Number 10. My dear students, ethanol is oxidized in the presence of K2Cr2O7 and H2SO4 and that is changed to ethanol plus water is formed, H2O. Now this ethanol reacts with ethyl magnesium bromide. First, in the presence of ether, an intermediate is produced and then this intermediate is acid hydrolyzed. And my dear students, again when any aldehyde other than formaldehyde reacts with Grignard reagent, it forms secondary alcohol. So 2 carbons are present in the aldehyde, 2 carbons are present in the Grignard reagent. So a secondary alcohol of the 4 carbons is produced, that is 2-butanol. And then finally this 2-butanol is oxidized in the presence of K2Cr2O7 and you know that the secondary alcohols when they are oxidized they are changed to the ketone. So that will be changed to, because these 2 hydrogens will be removed, they will combine with this oxygen, water will be formed and after oxidation that will be changed to 2-butanol and water will be released. So in this way you can convert ethanol to 2-butanol. Now how can you convert methanol to ethanol? Methanol is made to react with HCl in the presence of zinc chloride, that will form methyl chloride and water. Now the methyl chloride is made to react with sodium in the presence of ether and that will form ethane plus 2 NaBr. Now this ethane can be oxidized by using copper as a catalyst, 400 degrees C and 200 atm pressure, and that will be converted to first of all ethanol and then ethanol is further oxidized under same conditions, copper 400 degrees C and 200, and that will be changed to ethanol. So in this way the methanol can be easily changed to the ethanol. And the last one, how can you convert ethanol into the ethanoic acid? My dear students, now this is ethanol. When it is oxidized, it is changed to acetaldehyde, and now this acetaldehyde, if that is further oxidized under same conditions, copper 400 degrees C, 200 atm, so that will be changed to ethanoic acid or acetic acid. So ethanol is first oxidized to acetaldehyde, then acetaldehyde is changed to the ethanoic. This is the conversion number 12, and skipping this last reaction, these 4 steps are the conversion number 11. So these are the most important conversion from the chapter of the aldehydes and ketones. They are very important as far as the examination point of view that is concerned. Take care a lot.